Okay, word of warning. This is a nice gyro kit, if they had supplied the proper gyro. Um, and this is going to be something that's going to be fun to play with, especially if you get into any of the robotic stuff. But these people's kit, well, if you look at their QR code, and I'll put it in the corner and download their zip file, they show in the zip file that. And that is not this one, which was supplied with the kit. This one here is MP65M, and that is not the same as this. This is what they were supposed to supply. If you look at their wiki page, link there or there, they show this one. And then they give the code, and you can use their code, and it does work for this one. And I suspect it also works for this one, but it does work for this one. Whoops. Now, if you go to Adafruit and download their basic reading, well, first off, you load all their libraries here. It loads about 3 or 4, I think. Then you can actually simply go to, let me just, and open, stored in libraries, Adafruit MPU6050, examples, and then basic readings. And if you click there and load it and then do all the verification and upload, it works perfectly with this one here. Not the one that was in the kit. This one here, when it's all hooked up properly, does nothing. It just shows that it couldn't find it. So there's some subtle difference between these. This is MPU6050. This is MP65M. Made by the same company and all of that, but this one works with Adafruit, this one doesn't. So let's just take a quick look at it doing stuff. I'm just going to zoom in on the screen there. Okay, so when you start it up, you want it started up flat. And then it does all its calculations for the values. And then when you start moving it around, okay. Oh, this here is gravity. Well, it should be about 8.9 meters per second squared. Now that's on the Z going this way. If I slowly rotate it and get it all the way over like this, you can now see that it's on the X. So it's being pulled down. And if I rotate it like that, it's on the Y. Well, negative. If I put it this way, pointing it up, it goes positive. Now, the Adafruit one's nice because it's done all the calculations for you. The example they supply just puts out the raw numbers. Now, let's see. Where's the rotation? So you can see the rotation numbers are changing as I rotate it. And then of course I start spinning it quickly, the other numbers also change. But yeah, I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. And if you look closely at the board, oops, it actually says, say, 6500 here versus, well, this is the MPU6050. It will. On to the next part. I've loaded a second Adafruit one called motion underscore detection. It was in that same example directory. It's all loaded, everything loaded instantly fine. And as soon as you move it slightly, you can actually see the numbers. So let's just say, just tap it, and there it goes. So it's all working nice and fine. So that's two examples with Adafruit using the proper one. The next example will be using what was supplied. So here's their code, and oops, you can see it's actually working fine. This is the raw numbers being outputted from the accelerometer and the raw numbers from the gyro. So it does work. There's no issues that way. Look at the temperature. Now this is using the proper MPU6050. Now what I'm going to do is switch them around. Oops. So now it's got the sensor that came with the kit. Okay, right off the bat, these numbers have changed dramatically, but that's not a big issue. You're going to normalize them anyhow. Obviously, there's something a bit off on the temperature. So I would recommend you go and order the proper MPU-6050. Don't even bother with the one that came with the kit. That one down there, because it's just going to be aggravating, and that's the one you want. So, on to the next little bit. So I'll just go over the code. I'll just adjust this up a bit. So here in the code, this is where I was confused because they have wire begin 2122, which is the GPIOs. But if you look at the Adafruit stuff, they don't do it this way. Then you have which one it is. That's the address of the board sensor. And then begin. And all they're doing is reading from whichever register that they've got the numbers in and printing it out. So it's just a straight dump. And as I said, yeah, the temperature doesn't agree. So there's obviously something different in the way they're doing it between the MP or M whatever 65 versus the 6050. So that's just hopefully a fairly quick video. Maybe you should always read the part number that they supplied and verify it's what it was supposed to be. And you can see even in here they keep referring to the data sheet for this one. Well, have a good one. Hopefully you won't go through the same pain I did with this